Hi everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni, and I'm here with a flip through of one of the journals that I have made for a customer for Christmas. This customer is actually a friend of mine, and this is a gift that she's going to be giving, and it's for a young woman, and I'm not going to give her name because I want to protect her privacy, but as her grandmother told me about her, I was so impressed with what I heard, and so this journal is really special to me because I thought about this young woman quite a bit, and just was very inspired by her, and I hope that this journal will in turn inspire her. I'm calling it The Art of the Possible because my husband, my late husband, used to always say to discover and explore the art of the possible, and so I hope that that's what this young lady will do. So let's begin, and I have a few more things I'm going to put in it if I remember as we're going, otherwise I'll put them in later. But so this has a Paris theme. She likes Paris, so the theme is about Paris. The closure is lace that is put through the hand-sewn binding here. If she doesn't like that, she can take it out, replace it with something else, whatever she likes. Let's look at the outside first. There are flowers here from a Paris market, and there's all kinds of little tassel-y fringe thingies here and some baubles. Each of the charms on this, and there are, I think, 13 or 14, mean something. So I want to talk through those really quickly. The sun is to remind her to bring light to everyone and warmth, and to do that in all of her conversations and in everything that she does. And the star here is to remind her that she's a star. She is a star. Okay, then over here we have this charm that says she believed she could, so she did. And that goes with exploring the art of the possible. Let's see if I can find all of the little charms. This pink one is just to remind her to always be a woman and to be proud of being a woman. There's a starfish here, but that's again to remind her that she's a star. I think that's really important. The angel is, I think that will be self-apparent to her. I'm not going to say anything about that. There's the Eiffel Tower here, which goes with the Paris theme. I'm going to have to open this so we can see all these. Okay. See if we can do this without missing any. There's an owl, which is to remind her to be wise and to seek wisdom and to always use the wisdom that she's given. That's being wise. The acorn here reminds us that when a very small seed like an acorn is planted, it can become something huge and magnificent like an oak tree. The mermaid this is a mythical figure. It's something that we all know isn't true, and yet it gives us hope and joy to think of this kind of character. Peace sign for peace. A key to remind her to always look for the solution to any problems that she has and not to just accept that a problem is unsolvable. A feather to remind her to fly. Okay, I think that's it. I'm not sure. We may run across some more as we go through here. Anyway, so I've opened it up, so let's go ahead and look. Oh, and then there's just like all this stuff. My husband always said that my junk journals were hairy, and I think most of them are. Junk journaling is usually kind of shabby chic, so there's like little thread ends all over the place. That's the way it's supposed to be. I did go ahead and sew all over this just to give it some texture, and there's lace and other fabrics all throughout and along the sides and everything. I'm not going to show you everything in here because it would take way, way, way too long, but some of the themes. So I have a lot of envelopes in here, and this particular one is made into an envelope, and there are cards inside of it that she can use, and most of the cards have something to do with Paris, like the Notre Dame here. And I'll link below the different places that I got the different papers and everything. There is this book belongs to card that she can fill out, and lots of different other cards and tags and stuff. Now, the thing with junk journals, because I'm assuming that I'm going to talk to her now. I'm assuming that you've never had a junk journal and you probably have not been exposed to them. You're supposed to write everywhere on them. So you can write on the envelopes, All these cards are for you to write on or to glue things onto. You can glue on pictures, pictures, photographs that you take, or pictures that you cut out of magazines that are inspiring to you. You can write on them every place. There's lots and lots and lots of room for writing. And these little tags, you can write all over this if you want, and of course on the back and stuff, but just write everywhere. The other thing is that you don't have to write through here in order. You can look for a page that fits what you want to write about at the time. And then also you'll see that I've also given you some topics to write about. Okay, so I was mentioning that I had a lot of envelopes throughout. So some of the envelopes I've closed, like this one, so that it's actually an envelope. Some of these I've left so that you can decide whether you want them to be an envelope or writing space. So if you want to, you can write all over this one. And I've got another little card inside that you can write on. Or if you want to make this into an envelope, all you have to do is you close the two side flaps and then put glue right along here and here and then right here. Okay, and make sure it doesn't, glue it shut or anything. But then you've got your little envelope. And that's that. A lot of the envelopes are also a pocket, usually on the top, but sometimes they go in the side. This one comes in the top. And then this envelope, it also opens up all the way. And I think there's a little card inside of it that you can write on. Okay, and it's being held closed by this tag, which you can also write on. And then you can also write on the page behind it. Okay, so there's just like tons and tons of writing space. I'm not going to take the time to take all these out to show you because there's way too many of them. This is called a Rita Donnelly flip. And it's a pocket, but it also flips open so that you have some more writing space. And of course you can take these out, write on them, and you can write back here as well. Okay, and if you don't want some of these tags and stuff, you can take them out. You can use them for something else. You can use them as gift tags or something, or you can put them in a different place in the journal or use them as bookmarks in books, however you want to use them. You could add things to it. One of the things with junk journals is that they get really fat, and they're really fun that way because they're just fat and pretty, and you want them to look well used and everything. So let me see. There's lace on a lot of the pages, lace and fabric. There's that owl charm. There's these little things that flip up and flip down, and then they flip this way. So all three of these do that. Okay, so throughout this, I don't have this on every page, probably about half the pages, I have things for you to write about, like your favorite songs, your favorite people. This makes my heart sing. You can write about those things, and that might help you to discover what some of your dreams are, some of your talent, some of the things that are important to you. If you don't like a topic that I have, just put something else on top of it. There's some paper here, some note paper that I had, and this is, I stenciled that. There are some fun little things here in this pocket. Okay, so there's a tag here, but there are also these little papers that you can write on both sides, or you can tear them out and use them elsewhere. However you want to use them is totally fine. And then there's writing space here too. Throughout, I have maybe 6 places, I think, pages that say goal and then steps to meet my goal, so that you can have things that you want to work on and write down the goal and then write down what the steps are for meeting it, and you can check those off and maybe even write on the back about the results. If you want to. Here's a page of gratefulness. I think I have one more in here as well because gratefulness is just very, very important. Here's some more cards and a pocket and a tab. There are lots of tabs to help you find your place. This is called a belly band. Okay, and you can slip things underneath it. You can write on the page itself, and you can slip things in here, and I'm going to stick in this little notebook that says all about my best friend or friends. And so it's a little notebook that you can use for that or for something else if you want. It's got a feather on it. Okay. And then this is another of those envelopes that opens up all the way, and you can make it into an envelope if you want, or you can just leave it like that so you can write on the inside of it. And I've got a topic there for you to write about. Another Rita Donnelly flap that I've stenciled, and you can just write on top of that. And lots of little cards and tags that you can use. What makes my family amazing? So you can write about that. And then here's a picture of the Arc de Triomphe in in Paris, and a nice big journaling card behind this, and you can also write on the paper all around it. Okay, then that Arc de Triomphe, we're going to follow that theme with some more of those inside this paper bag that's sewn in. And by the way, this is hand bound, this book. So there's cards that you can write on there. And here's a topic. If I could change anything in the world, here's what I'd change. You can just write here if you want, or you can use these cards. And you can put more cards in there too. In fact, if you take cards from other places and you don't want to use them where they are, that's a good place to put them. This says, I'm not a bird and no net snares me. I am a free human. I believe that is, oh my goodness, Helen Keller. I think that's Helen Keller, but I'm not absolutely sure. And then here are some more cards for you to write on. And of course you can write on that page behind it. Another, is this, yeah, a Rita Donnelly flip that you can write on. Some more Paris stuff. Another goal page. And here's that feather. A couple more pockets. This one has an envelope inside of it that opens up. And here's a tag inside this one. Most of the pockets you can fit more stuff into if you want. This has several different things in it, including an old map of Paris. And I thought that was very cool. Really fun. Here's a watercolor of Notre Dame. This is made from a coffee filter, this little pocket. And in fact, it can be used as two pockets. Let's go ahead and put one of these tags in there. There we go. So it's two pockets. Let's stick, this one says how I describe my family. Now some places I have beads like this. They're always on things that you can either take out, because like if you're writing on top of it, it'd be kind of hard to write on. So you can take this out while you're writing on the page before it. Or there's something that can be flipped up, like maybe I would have a button here. It can flip up like this so that it's out of the way. Okay, this has just some paper that I tore and put in here that you can write on. You can write on this with a dark pen if you want, or you can glue on some more paper like this, or glue some pictures, you know, just whatever you want. Just be creative. One of the things about junk journals is you're supposed to keep your ephemera. Ephemera is everyday stuff that means something to you, and that's one of the reasons why it's called a junk journal, because it's junk. You know, you keep your junk, but it's junk that's meaningful to you. Here's a little thing from a boulangerie, and the River Seine and the Notre Dame there. And that acorn. This is just a tag that you can write whatever you want on it. Maybe label what you're going to have inside this bag. The bag is glued in, so it'll be stuck in there. It's got some tags in it, and you can put other things in it as well. If I could have a superpower, you can write about that here. And then there's lots of writing space here. This one flips open. And then this, I really had fun making this. I love this. This is just a little booklet that you can write in about whatever you want, and it flips this way as well. Okay, so in order to be able to flip it this way, you have to have it all the way open. Okay, so you can flip it that way, and then close this, and then close this back up. So you might want to keep a reference to this video in case you can't figure out how something works. And then of course write all over the page. Here's another Billy Band with a couple of things in it. Let's see. Let's also stick, how about this notebook in there? Okay. And you can use these notebooks. They have like little topics written on it, like what I think of my life so far. But if you don't want to write about that in there, maybe you want to write someplace else about that, or you don't want to write about it at all, you can use this for whatever you want. Lists of things to do or something, whatever. It's and it's paper that, you know, matches paper that's used throughout your book. Okay, so this is a little complicated. I had so much fun making this. So here's little cards in these, and you're going to have to take these out to open up the other things. Okay, so this one comes open this way, and you can write on it like this, okay? Or you can glue it shut and make it into an envelope. And then it opens up this way. Is this all getting on the camera? I think so. And you've got more writing space. Then you want to close that up. Oops, that has to go like that. Okay, close that and keep this open for now. And then this one opens up as well. Okay, so it's all this little charm here with a fairy on it that keeps everything closed. Okay. Oops, let's put these tags back in. That's a postage stamp that's blown up. Okay. And then here's that old map of Paris. It has a bunch of the different places to see, landmarks in here. Okay, and then here's your, you can find the center really easily by these little danglies that I've got there. And you can leave this as is, or you can write on it, or put pictures on it, whatever you want to do. There's another card here, and then another one of these things that opens up. Okay, this one says some things I'd like to try. This one says if I were braver. Okay, so there's a button here. So it would be hard to write on this page with that button there. So you want to open this up so that the button is flipped over the top before you start writing on this page. Okay, and then this flips down quite a bit. Okay, so it's got a lot of writing space there. Let's see, here's another belly band with lots of little cards in it, and let's put this one in as well. Let's see, I think we'll just do it like that. Okay. And another one of these little books that flip open. This one's not quite as big. And places I've been. I've got the front and back. This was a paper from a journal that I had that was bound. And, you know, with junk journals, we just leave all that stuff on. It makes a nice texture and kind of fun. Some more places to write. Here's another one of those gold pages. Here's a pocket with some, this is an envelope here. And another tag to write on. And another one of the charms. Here's another envelope. There we go. Okay, so you can write on that, or you can glue it shut and make it into an envelope to put some ephemera in. This, oh dear, I can't remember. This I got from the Library of Congress, and it's in French. I think it had something to do with an agreement between America and France, but I'm not absolutely certain. I'll have to look for that. I think I had a note on it where I got it. So here's another of those coffee filters, and a French postcard and some other things to write on. This I thought was just really pretty. You could write like right here and then write all around it, or put a picture here and write all around it. Just some more cards and stuff. You can tuck more things in there. In fact, let's go ahead and stick this little booklet in here. Let's bring these up so that they show. I want the cat to show. Let's make this go this way. How about if we do that? There we go. Okay, so you've got lots of stuff in there. And like I said, most of these pockets can hold more than what I've already got in them. This envelope opens up and it has a little card in it. It opens all the way. I'm just not opening it right now. Okay, now here's another one of those complicated things. So you flip this down. I'm going to have to turn it sideways and move my angel. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, you flip it down. I just had so much fun coming up with these. I'm sure somebody else has done stuff like this, but I haven't seen it. But, you know, I've learned that nothing's new. Okay, and then you can open this envelope out this way to write on. You can open that up. Okay, and then you can also close that part and open this one up to write on. Write on or put stuff in, whatever. Okay, so there's lots of space there. And you can even use this as a little tuck spot too. Okay, and then this is another envelope that opens up. And this says favorite time of day, so you could write about your favorite time of day there. And there's a little bookmark that's in there that you can write on. And lots of space to write here. In fact, I still had one thing that I needed to put in, so we're going to do that right now. This one says, I think it's the best things about me, so you can write the things that you really like about yourself that you think are really good. And it's important to take inventory of the things that you like about yourself. That helps you to determine what kind of person you're going to be and what you want to do with your life, which at 58, I'm still, right now, because my husband died recently, I'm going through this again of reinventing myself. So it's something that you never stop doing, no matter how old you are. And especially at certain points, key points in your life. Okay, then this is another envelope that opens up, and I've got some cards in there. This is a patisserie. And so you can write on here, right inside the envelope and on the envelope. And then I've also used it as a tuck spot for a little postcard. Okay, this is the other side of that bag, and I cut it open at the top, and it has envelopes in it, and I think there might be some tags in here too. I think, but they've probably gone down inside. I'm not sure. There might just be the envelopes. And then this envelope flips open this way and has another envelope inside of it, which can be opened up also. And you can move that envelope someplace else if you want to. Paris, and you can write on the back. And another goal page. Come on. Here we go. Okay. So then that's another goal page and steps to meet your goal. I liked this cat. Here's another envelope that you can open up and write on. Oops. Get it this way. Okay, and I didn't want to cut this off like I would if I was making it into an envelope, because if you're writing on it, I want you to be able to open it all the way. But if you want to make it into an envelope, I would cut this off right here, this piece, and cut this off where I folded it. Okay, and then there's 3 cards in here that you can write on. So that's a side pocket. Here's another of those things that has all these little pages that you can, papers that you can write on and keep them in here, or you can tear them off and use them elsewhere. And some more cards, a piece of denim. This is actually from a pair of old jeans. Oh, here's another gratefulness page, things I'm thankful for. Best gift ever. And this could be like a gift that you've received that you think is the best gift ever, or the best gift that you hope to ever receive, or the best gift that you could give to somebody, or the best gift that you could give to the world. It could be anything like that. Some more writing space. How I'd like to leave my mark on the world. Okay, so you can write, you can attach pictures, whatever you want on that. Some more hand stenciling. Some things I'd like to learn to do. Some things I'd like to learn about. So this opens up like that. And it also flips back here so that you can write and write under it. You can just write on here. This one also opens up. Same type of thing. Here we go, like that. And then back here as well. Sometimes, like if you're writing on these pages, you're going to have to put something on top of this to hold it open. Probably something bigger than this, because I really stuffed this full. You can always take out a bunch of the tags too if it's too hard to write in, because I probably put in way too many tags. I just wanted to make sure that you had plenty. Here's another Rita Donnelly flip, and some more cards. And I think this is probably the last of the envelopes. This one says favorite foods. It'd be kind of fun to leave like some menus or something. Some more cards to write on. And that's the last page. So that's it. And I hope you enjoy that. Do keep track of this video, because you may want it at some point to refer to if you're not sure how to put something back together, or how to use it, or I don't know, whatever. You don't need to keep things where they are. You can move them around. You can take them out, give them to somebody else, you know, use them however you want. It's yours, so you just do whatever you want with it. Okay, love you. I had so much fun thinking about you. I hope I get to meet you someday, because you really sound like an impressive young lady. And I hope that you have a wonderful Christmas. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye.